I have made countless attempts at making a roguelike shooter game. You know the type, enter the Gungeon, Nuclear Throne, or Wizard of Legend. It mostly boils down to a player character that shoots projectiles at evil. But time after time again, I would easily lose the motivation to keep working on that kind of game. It was a heavy mix of this isn't new and it's not unique that always seemed to intimidate me. And looking back even now, I know that those doubts were right. Just take a quick search for similar games on Steam and you get the point. Game ideas just weren't flowing through me for a while, and the only natural solution to game Devlog would be to play other people's games. One such game inspiration is One Step from Eden. The character designs are amazing and the gameplay is exciting, but it being a roguelike didn't sit well with me. So I turned back the clock and played through its predecessor. I'm no stranger to the Battle Network series, and I would love to see more games in the franchise. In those games, you actively built a deck for your character, then you would draw 5 cards and select what you can under certain criteria. These conditions can be much more frustrating than a usual mana system that we have now, but it just makes the deck building aspect a little bit more fulfilling. Without further ado, Openfire. Right now, I only have parts of the combat phase. I follow the tradition of Megaman by having a 6x3 grid divided between the player and the enemies. Our player can move around his side and use his weapon to clear off bad guys, and when there's no more enemies, or you died, the game ends. Obviously, that's not the entire game. Admittedly, the work I've done so far is quite scattered. I thought that after enough time grinding at it, I'd get to a comfortable point where I can just plop in enemies and actions and call it done. But getting to that point was a wild journey of understanding resources, scene organization, and endless file management. In fact, here's a little map of systems I had to trudge through to get to where I am now. But let's put all that coding aside, because what really kept me motivated while working on the game was the style and art that I've been going for. Instant comparisons can be made towards One Step from Eden and Megaman just by the gameplay alone. But I want to bring light on the character designs and theming. I made these characters with Advanced Wars in mind. I can't help but adore the simple, shapy, and colorful cast of Advanced Wars, and here are my own characters for it, I guess. For what it's worth, check out these wonderful artists too as my biggest inspirations and references whenever I do art for them. So I talked about systems earlier, and it's apparent that I'm not the most organized person in the world. But if I want to finish Openfire, then I'll have to wear my big boy accounting pants and lay out the spreadsheets. Here are some core milestones that I need to accomplish as I make this game. By no means is this all I plan to do and all I want to do, but it gives a general idea of what I'm going for. I have so many ideas pulling around my head and it gets so easy to jump from one idea to another. I'm still clearing up a mess of UI systems and signals that just didn't pan out as well as I had hoped. But things are on the upswing again, don't worry. But I guess that's pretty much it for now. I hope you liked watching me babble on about what in the world I'm working on. Did you enjoy the video? I hope you had a good time. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts with me, for any help is a good help. I am the Noontime Dreamer. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, and don't you ever stop dreaming.